Hello and welcome back to my channel and to a new video. I hope you're doing well, having a lovely day. My name is Nicola if you're new, and I make lifestyle videos, and today I thought I would do a favourites video. It's been a while since I've done like a dedicated favourites. I think I did share a few of my favourite things in a catch-up I did a little while ago, but those were just a couple of sort of jumpers I think I bought, and that was about it. So today I thought I would do a proper dedicated favourites because I've got lots of things that I am loving at the moment. And do you know what? This dreary January time, it's always good to have a few things that you love. So I'll just get on and share them with you now. So first of all, it's the jumper I'm wearing. This is probably my favourite clothing item that I own at the moment. And I bought it a couple of weeks ago in H&M. It's this Yale, it's a knitted jumper. It's got these white stripes, or are they white? Yeah, creamy white on the arm. It's got the Yale logo on it. It's got a trademark thing, there we go. And I got it super big, so I can sort of tuck it in and have it nice and baggy. It comes down quite long at the back, but it is so warm and cozy and I just love it. I got it from H&M and I think it was £25. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's £25. I went in, I did one of those things where, I mean, if you've watched my videos before, you know, spending any more than a tenner on clothes for me, I don't really like doing that. I'll go into Primark and spend a fortune quite happily on myself, but buying things that are sort of more than, well, probably more than £20, I always feel really guilty doing it. But my mother-in-law gave me some money for Christmas and I hadn't bought anything, and I thought, I know, I'm just going to go and treat myself to this jumper. So I love it. I don't think it's available online. Well, it certainly wasn't, because I'd gone into the shop and I'd seen it and I didn't get it, and then I regretted it instantly when I got home. So I went online. I thought, well, I've got a voucher on, I'm one of the you know, you've got the member, if you're an app you can be a member and you get like discounts, and I had like a £3 voucher. I thought, well, I'll just go online and buy it there, but it wasn't online. There were loads of other Yale products and jumpers and things and sweatshirts, but this one wasn't there. And then I Googled it, I think, and it came up as coming soon. So I don't know whether they've just got it in store. If they have got it online now, I will link it below. But yeah, I got £3 off, so I paid £22 for it. And yeah, I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's so warm as well. And I did go to Primark and buy myself some cheeky socks to match. These were a pack of 3. Look, Yale socks. I've got white pair, a grey pair and a blue pair. So if you can't match your socks and your jumper, then, you know, who even are you? So yeah, I was quite chuffed I got socks to match. Yeah, they were from Primark. I think they were like a £5 or something for 3 pairs. They aren't really included in my favourites. I just love them. Oh, the dog's barking at the door. So yeah, that was the first thing and I love it. And as I say, if I can link it below, I will. Otherwise, if you want it, you might have to go into the store to buy it. Next up, I went to Primark. Just went in there with Phoebe to pick up a few things for her, and I saw this, which is it's like a knitted cardi, basically. I'm really into cardigans at the moment. I've got so many sort of cropped, not cropped, but you know, not long cardigans, but at the waist cardigans. I've got one that I bought from Primark last year that I think I showed in a haul. I've got one that I got from H&M for my birthday. I think I also showed in a what I got for my birthday video. I've got a few that I bought from Boohoo. I've got another one I bought from New Look. I've got so many, and I just love them. I just love the look of like a cropped cardigan with jeans. I just think they're slightly smarter than a hoodie, but also quite casual, and they're warm. But anyway, I saw this one, so it is, I think actually it's supposed to be oversized because I've bought the small and I'm not really a small. What is a small? I can't even read in my glasses. 10 to, oh, I suppose I am. I'm a 12 really on top. And this is a 10 to 12, but it's plenty big for me and I didn't really want it oversized. It's got a hood on the back, which kind of makes it a little bit cozier. I think it is really, really warm. I had it on and I was just, cleaning the windows in the kitchen at the weekend, as you do, and I was sweating. I had to take it off because I was so hot, and we didn't have the heating on or anything. So yeah, it's actually really warm, and I love the little tortoiseshell buttons on it. And this was in the sale for £7. What a bargain! I don't know what it was. I think it was only a tenner originally, but I saw it and I said to Phoebe, "Shall I buy it?" And she went, "Well, I don't know." I said, "Well, I haven't really got my size." but I think that will fit me. Oh, £7, I'm just gonna get it. So I did, and I'm very chuffed that I did. So yeah, that's that, and that's in Primark. It's in the sale, so it may not be in your Primark, but they had loads of them, so you never know. Then next, I also bought this in Primark. So I used to have a leopard print belt, which I bought from Primark years ago, and it was a little bit thinner than this one. But I loved it, and I wore it with my jeans, and just really looked really nice. It just gave a little bit of extra something, you know, here. So this is obviously a brown belt, but just if you had a plain top like that knitted hoodie and jeans, it just gives a little bit of something extra. Anyway, it broke. It was very old and it broke, and I've not been able to find another one since, and I was gutted. Like, every time I go in there I look to see if they've got any leopard print belts, and they don't have any. And then on whenever it was we went in Saturday, we just happened to be passing the belts, and this one was there, and actually I prefer it to my last one because it is chunkier. I got a medium, it was £3, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So really chuffed with that. And then the last fashion item I bought, and I bought this before Christmas, yeah, a little while ago, and I have basically lived in it since. I had resisted purchasing a teddy coat. I'm one of those people that when there's something that's really in fashion, I purposely don't buy it, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be with the crowd, everybody's got one, you know, I don't want to follow the trend, I won't get one. And so I didn't buy a teddy coat. And then over Christmas I thought, actually I'd really like a warmer coat. I've got a long green sort of puffer coat that I got from Primark last year, which has done me brilliantly all through spring and autumn and winter last year, and I've worn it again all autumn and so far this winter, but the pockets have got big holes in. I need to sew them up because there's nothing wrong with the coat, they've just got holes in the pockets. But also it's not massively warm. It's great for when it's raining or it's dreary, but it's not particularly warm. And so I bought this, which is this sort of, is it a Borg? Was that what they call it? A Borg teddy coat? It's a bit difficult to show you. I'll try and insert a picture if I can find it online. But it's got, it comes to, I mean, if I put it on. There we go. In fact, let's do this. There we go, so you can see it. So it is, yeah, I feel a bit like Del Boy in it, but it's really warm, and I love this colour. I'm not sure it's coming up too well on camera, but it's like a forest green colour, and I really like it. They did have it in cream, and I originally thought I'd get it in cream, but actually I thought it probably wasn't that practical. I need to keep washing it, so I just got it in this green, and I'm really pleased I did. It's got these really deep pockets, which means when I'm wearing it, I hardly ever take a bag with me, because my purse and my phone fit really nicely in the pockets, and I don't need to take a bag, which is always good. I got this from sooo at Sainsbury's. Let me just turn the camera back round again. I will put it on here if I can find out how much it was. I'm thinking it was about 25 quid. Maybe it was a bit more than that, 30. It wasn't massively expensive, because I know I wouldn't have bought it if it was. I'm feeling like it was about 25 quid, but it was worth every penny anyway, however much it was. I got it in a 14 because I wanted it to be able to wear like big jumpers underneath it. And it's just really, really nice, and I'm so glad I bought it. I mean, you can get teddy coats anywhere, but I've never seen one anywhere this sort of foresty green colour, so I was really chuffed with that. And I have seen people wear like the longer ones as well, and they look a bit like a dressing gown. There's a lady I pass when I've dropped Archie at school and I'm driving home, and she's doing the school run with her little ones. I don't know her and she doesn't know me, so I don't feel like I shouldn't say this, but she's got a long pink teddy coat, and it comes down to nearly her ankles, and it's like a dusky pink, and she does look like she's wearing a dressing gown. I mean, it looks lovely and warm, and I'm sure it's comfortable, so it doesn't really matter whether she looks like she's wearing a dressing gown or not, but I didn't want one that made me look like that, so I was really chuffed with that. So that's it for the fashion items. I'm just looking, I did have a list here. Yeah, I'll just show these bits next, because they're all here next to me. So I did mention this in my, I think it was my winter bedroom makeover video. These, they're favourites of mine, but I don't think you can get them, so I'm sorry in advance. Hang on, this camera has got a bit low. There we go. And they are these Bath and Body Works dupes that I picked up in Aldi. I bought loads because I knew that they wouldn't be in stock for long and I wanted them to last. And I don't really care that it says gingerbread on it because you can eat gingerbread all year round. I know you're not eating this, it's soap, but gingerbread isn't just for Christmas. So this is a gingerbread latte scent. This is the winter cookies. There was also a candy apple one, a winter candy apple I think it was, and I picked up that too. They are so good and they last forever. I've got one in every bathroom. I bought them at least 2 weeks before Christmas and they are all still going strong. And I'm presuming that's because they are foaming. So they're foaming hand washes, which means that they are, I don't know how it works, mixed with air. So you don't need as much, but they're all still at least half full. And I've got another set in my cupboard, so I feel quite smug about that. I think they were slightly more expensive than your average soap. I think they were like £2.50 each, but again, worth every penny. So I'm hoping they do some like non-Christmassy type scents moving forward, because these were great, like the vanilla sugar that you can get for Bath and Body Works. Why don't they do that? So if anyone's from Aldi's watching, which they won't be, but if they are, do some more of these because they're great. And we also got the shower gels as well. I got the winter cookies. I didn't get the gingerbread shower gel, but I got the winter cookies and the candy apple one. And again, they've been brilliant and they last really well as well. The candy apple one's still going. I don't think we all use it. I certainly do. So I'm looking forward to using that one next. And then also, I got some hand creams. This is the winter cookies one. I also got the gingerbread latte and the candy apple one. I gave those to Phoebe's teachers with some other bits and pieces for Christmas. So I kept this one for myself and I keep it on my desk. And they smell really good, and actually it's pretty good as hand creams go. So I thoroughly recommend that. So if you see them in Aldi, you snap them up because they go really quickly. You can alternatively go to Next and buy the real stuff from Bath and Body Works, but that's expensive. So yeah, those are definitely some favourites that I am using at the moment. Next, I think I'll talk about the book that I am listening to. I am reading a book at the moment. Couldn't tell you what that's called. It's something about Christmas trees. It's a Christmassy book. It's a bit of a trashy novel, which I love. But it's not that one, although that is good. That is not the book I'm loving at the moment. I am listening to on Audible The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. I think I mentioned it very briefly in my last video. But I watched Michaela McDade on YouTube and on Instagram, and she's doing a book club. I haven't officially joined the book club yet, but she was talking about The Year of Yes, and that's their book for January. And I love Grey's Anatomy. I haven't watched any of her other shows actually, but I do love Grey's Anatomy. I've watched it all, and so I was kind of interested to read a book that was by the woman that wrote Grey's Anatomy. And I don't know what I was expecting really. I kind of, from the blurb on the book, I'll get it up, bear with. Right, I'm back. I had to just quickly change my battery as well. So I've got the blurb really about it here. So it's The Year of Yes, it's by Shonda Rhimes, and the subtitle is How to Dance It Out, Stand in the Sun and Be Your Own Person. I was kind of thinking it would be like more of a self-help book, I suppose. I don't know what I was expecting, but it is quite autobiographical. I love the fact that I'm listening to it on Audible because she's reading it, and I think it's very different when you hear the author say their own words, especially her. It's written very much like in the language of Grey's Anatomy, like a lot of the turns of phrase that she uses. If you love Grey's, you will love this book, I guarantee it. I'll read you a little bit of blurb. It says, in this poignant, hilarious and deeply intimate call to arms, Hollywood's most powerful woman, the mega-talented creator of Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, and executive producer of Bridgerton, For the People and How to Get Away with Murder, reveals how saying yes changed her life and how it can change yours too. With 3 hit shows on television and 3 children at home, Shonda Rhimes has lots of good reasons to say no when invitations arrived. Hollywood party? No. Speaking engagement? No. Media appearances? No. And to an introvert like Shonda, who describes herself as hugging the walls at social events and experiencing panic attacks before press interviews, there was a particular benefit to saying no. Nothing new to fear. Then came Thanksgiving 2013, when Shonda's sister, Dolores, muttered 6 little words at her. You never say yes to anything. Profound, impassionate and laugh out loud funny, in Year of Yes, Shonda Rhimes reveals how saying yes changed and saved her life and inspires readers everywhere to change their own lives with one little word, yes. And I am loving it. I cannot recommend a book enough, and I totally recommend listening to it on Audible, and you can get a free 30-day trial on Audible. That's how I'm listening into it. I haven't paid. We do pay for Audible. Andrew listens to audiobooks in the van when he's driving around for work, but we didn't have any credits because he'd used them up, so I signed up myself on a 30-day free trial and got this one book. I'll probably cancel it after that, but then you've got the book. You don't have to give the book back once you've cancelled it, which is great, so I could listen to it again if I wanted to. And actually I've there's a little part of the book where she makes a speech, and it's on YouTube actually. I've sent it to Archie because I was telling him about the book and he was quite inspired, so I told him to listen to it. But yeah, it is just brilliant. I will leave a link below to Audible if you fancy downloading it yourself. It's free. Why not? Give it a go. Listen to it. It's great for when I'm walking the dog. There's a couple of podcasts, I'm going to come to those in a second, that I like to listen to, but they're only on like once or twice a week, so I have to walk the dog every day. So it's always good to have something else to listen to. And if I'm doing a long drive, I drive to choir on a Wednesday night, so it's good to have something to listen to. It takes about half an hour to get there and half an hour to get back, so good to have things to listen to in the car. And yeah, thoroughly recommend Shonda Rhimes' The Year of Yes. What else do I want to talk about? I'm just looking at my list down here. Just a couple of little things. So I talked about the green in my jacket and the forest green colour, and I am loving green at the moment. If you saw my redecorate my bedroom for winter, you'll see we put a lot of forest green in there. Like the duvet was green, and some of the cushions were. I have just ordered some dark green cushions for in here. I wanted to extend like the winter decorations. I did mention a bit about this in my last video. But you see I've got a little Christmas tree here. This candle is like a winter candle. I've got the, the garland type thing that I had on my radiator cover down in the hallway downstairs. I've got that up on the mantelpiece here. And I just ordered some like dark green cushion covers to go on the sofas here, and I'm very tempted. In fact, I've already decided I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to purchase some curtains for in here in like a dark green velvet, and just bring some more of that colour into our home. I think even in the summer it looks quite nice, but particularly at this time of year, and we get bad weather more than we get good, let's face it. I just think the dark green is such a warming colour, and at the moment we've got two pairs of like grey curtains in here. They're not properly lined. I think I just picked them up cheaply from B&M when we moved in here, just so that we got something up at the windows. Not that anything wrong with B&M curtains, but I think we could do with something a bit nicer. The curtain, I'm looking up here because the curtain is right behind the camera. The curtain rails aren't hung properly. They're too high up. There are holes in the wall that needs covering. So we need to do some things in here, but I'm loving like the warmth of like a dark forest green. So I think, and I said to Andrew yesterday, I really want to change the curtains. He goes, just do it then, just do it. And I've really been holding off spending too much money at the moment, trying to just sort of hold back a little bit until we know what's happening with schools and stuff like that. But I really am keen. This always happens after Christmas. I'm sure you're all the same. You know, once you take the decorations down, you're like, what can I do? What do we need to do? This needs painting, that needs changing. So yeah, I'm loving green, and I'm gonna put, I think, some new curtains and new curtain poles in here just to make it a bit cozier. And the last thing on my favourites list, I'm going to have to show you a picture here of it because it's a bit big to bring up here into the lounge. I might do a little video of me using it, but it is my Bissell Crosswave wet and dry vac mop cleaner thing. It is amazing. I love it so much. If you have hard floors, or a lot of hard floors, whether it be wood or laminate or LVT or tiled, you need this thing in your life. I mean, if you've got small areas, probably a normal mop will do, but we've got quite a big area all downstairs, like the hallway, the study, the playroom, the kitchen, the utility, the downstairs toilet is all hardwood floor. And I've talked a lot about the fact that we wanted to take the floor up because we had it laid, it got ruined, it wasn't sealed properly, I don't think, for use in like a kitchen area. It got really trashed, so we had it sanded during lockdown, revarnished. We were conned by the person that did it because it looked great for like a day, and then you drop anything on it, it seeps into the floor. The floor is permanently dirty because I cannot get it clean, and I just hate it with a passion. So we went to try and find out. On my list, my vision board for 2021 was to, at the end of the year, we would have a new floor, and that was 100% the plan. We had the money there to do it and everything, but we went to a local flooring specialist. They came in and measured up, and unfortunately, because this is worth knowing, if you ever put a wood floor down, it is much thicker. The underlay and everything that you put with it is much thicker, so it's about 7 centimeters in thickness. And so when you have it put in, then all your skirtings are laid on top of it, your architraves are cut to fit, your kitchen will be cut to fit, and everything. So if you then want it taken away, the floor that you put on underneath, instead of it, will be lower. So you will need to replace architraves, replace kitchen units, or the ends of kitchen units, replace skirting boards. I mean, the cost was going to be incredible. The other option is to lay on top, which is what we kind of decided we were going to do, but then you lose part of your warranty because there is movement, because a wood floor is designed to move, and when you put an LVT or a laminate on top, and the wood moves underneath, it can cause obviously problems with the floor. And we thought, oh, we'll just take the risk, we'll do it. And then we thought, oh, I don't know. And then they did say to us, look, why don't you let us sand and varnish the floor properly? And they are like a more reputable company. So I think that's what we're going to do now, is sand it. Anyway, that's a long way of telling you that I love my mop. But the reason I wanted this mop was because just mopping the floor with a normal mop or a spray mop, or even getting down on my hands and knees, wasn't getting the floors anywhere near clean enough. And also it's a really lengthy process. Like mopping it just normally wasn't doing the job, and then getting down on my hands and knees to clean that amount of floor, I just wasn't doing it regularly enough. So then therefore the floor was just filthy dirty all the time, which is embarrassing to say, but it's true. So I'd seen this Crosswave and I was humming and hawing. It was expensive, and I thought, oh, what happens if it's rubbish? There were mixed reviews, some really good reviews, but a few negative ones. And you know, they always think, well, I'm spending that much money, I don't want any negative reviews really. But at Christmas I just thought, do you know what, enough's enough. We're not getting a new floor at the moment. I'm going to buy this mop, and hopefully it will solve all my issues and make all my dreams come true. So the good thing about it is that it vacs as well. So while you're mopping with the thing, it's electric. You plug it in and you've put some solution, which they sell, Bissell solution, into the thing. And actually little goes a long way. And you mop with it, but while you're mopping it vacs as well. And actually it's better than my Dyson. It brings up a lot more of the bits and stuff on the floor than my Dyson does. So I just go around with it, do it a couple of times a week, just mopping it. I probably should do it every day, but I haven't time to do that every day. Just mopping, and it wet and dries as well, so there's no smearing. So it's great if you've got tiles, because I remember in our old house we had tiles and the floor was always smeary, because when you mopped it and it took a long time to dry, then it's all smeary. So this dries at the same time, so there's no slipping, and it's just brilliant. And I go on afterwards, and the more I've done it, so over the weeks, the more I've done it, the cleaner the floor has become. So it's obviously taking out a lot of the dirt that's ingrained into that wood from the years of walking on it, well, the couple of years since we've had it sanded, and soaking into the wood. But yeah, it's so much better. And I just feel, I mean, as much as I still don't like the wood because it's all marked and you're never going to get the marks out of it until we have it sanded again, at the moment it's just, I just feel that it's clean. Like I mop it and I feel that it's clean, and it's just really nice. So if you've got a bit of spare money that you want to treat yourself to something, and you've got a lot of tiled areas of floor or wood or whatever, then I will recommend the Crosswave, because I love it. I got it in the sale. I don't know whether it's still in the sale. I'll link it below anyway. I wouldn't have paid full price. I think there is a pet one which is like 300 quid. I wouldn't have done that. And to be honest, our dog doesn't molt, so I don't need to justify buying a pet one, but if you've got a pet that does, then it's probably worth it. I think I paid 179.99 for my Bissell, and again, worth every penny. I'm really, really, really chuffed with it. And some of the reviews on the website say that it leaves like a residue down the sides of like soap. It totally doesn't. Well, mine doesn't, at all, not at all. Some people are saying, well, it doesn't really matter, you can just go with a cloth and wipe that up, but mine has not done that at all. And I don't know whether those people are perhaps putting too much solution into the mix and it's too soapy, because I just put the exact amount that it says, and I have never had a problem. No residues around the edge. It has just been amazing. So that is definitely, although it's last on the video, it's definitely the top of my list of favourites for forever, or for as long as I've got wood floors that I need to clean. So that's it. Those are all my favourites. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if there was anything that you liked, or if there's anything that you've got to, or if there's anything that you think I should try, or if you're going to read the Year of Yes or listen to it, let me know, and then let me know, message me on Instagram and let me know what you thought of it, because I can't recommend it enough. Okay, so I will see you next time. Bye.